So in this video we're going on our first road trip of this channel and we couldn't have picked a brighter day for it. Welcome to the world of Owen.
Welcome to the world of enter. Really like and subscribe and leave a little happiness that you bring in the company.
So welcome back. Unfortunately, due to the weather, the rain and the wind, we've had to basically dub this over afterwards at home because we got to the editing part and we thought we were Spielbergs. Unfortunately, we were more Winderlickers than Spielberg, so we've had to dub completely over everything we recorded. So it's our first try, so please forgive us and I hope you enjoy. Well, we finally got here and our destination today is St Mary's the Virgin Church in Leake in the northeast. So I think it's North Yorkshire. Yeah, its origins based down to Saxon times, so I think it was there's traces of building here from the 1100s, and it's got a nice history. The graveyard looks amazing from here, so I can't wait to get in there. So come with us and we'll have a look. So here we are just outside of St Mary's Church in Leake. It's St Mary's the Virgin apparently. As we're walking up to this church you can see the church clearly. The weather is absolutely diabolical. Like I said, unfortunately due to the wind we've had to dub over this and do it all in editing afterwards, but the graveyard itself is amazing. You can clearly see, I mean, it's breathtaking. It reminds me of the old Amicus and Hammer horror movies. When you see the graveyards in those with all the monsters coming out, it is amazing. This would be absolutely brilliant in the dark. As we're walking around you can see how old some of the gravestones are. I think the earliest from this cemetery from what we've read was 1684, something like that, which is absolutely crazy. So here's some historical facts for you, and trust me, this is all from memory as I'm a historian and I'm not reading this directly out of a book. In 1087, the land in the village was granted by William II to William, Bishop of Durham. He built the tower, the nave and possibly a small chancel out of wood. Between the years of 1100 and 1135, that's when the first tower was built there, the brickwork, which you can just about see in the picture now. So we're going to continue to walk through the cemetery. The gravestones are absolutely amazing. I've probably said that too many times now. But as you can see, the age of them is just, it's phenomenal. Like I said, I'm a big fan of old horror movies. Old classic Universal, Amicus, Hammer House of Horror. I just love all those type of things. And this is just so reminiscent of all those type of movies. It's mental. You can see how nature's been pretty cruel to the stones. A lot of them are basically worn down due to weathering. Some of them have actually got breakages or chunks missing out of them, which obviously is just time itself. Here you can see a few. I'm trying to pan on them slowly so you can read the inscriptions on them and stuff. Oh, there's Luke losing his umbrella because the wind's like crazy stuff. Yeah, the weather wasn't the best that day, unfortunately. And you've got to ignore the raindrops on the lens as well, because obviously we're professionals here and we didn't even think about that, to be fair. Luke's doing his wandering now.
That umbrella ain't hanging in too well, is it?
It didn't last the day, did it? I think it broke to bits, didn't it, towards the end? Yeah. As I was saying before, please forgive us or understand how this is our first attempt, and yeah, we thought we were doing a great job. We thought we were like Spielberg level filming and everything else, and he got back, we got home and we tried the editing, the sound was terrible and we were more like Winderlickers. To be fair, there's just so much to see in this cemetery, it's amazing.
Such beautiful gravestones, absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, let's try and find a little bit more knowledge for you of the church and stuff. Just racking my memory, I'm not looking through pages in the book. The medieval village of Leake, which is where the church, which is basically the village the church served, was deserted sometime in the medieval period of the 14th century. So up to that point, from about 1100 to 1135 up to about the 14th century, it was a thriving village, and this church serviced all the people there. They don't know 100% what caused the people to leave and caused the village to disappear, but they're guessing it was either invasions from Vikings or Scots or the plague. So it had its fair share of problems back in the day. We're moving into the area now where you've got more of the older stones, and as you can see, some of the inscriptions on them are completely worn away. I think with double bifocals I couldn't read that.
I love this gravestone here, because from the front it's like a Celtic cross, but from the back I felt it looked like the Coraline key, so I had to get that in there.
Yeah, it does look quite
creepy.
Yeah.
I love this monument here as well. Had to get that in.
With the field you're seeing at the back of the cemetery now, the other side of the wall, that was actually where the village used to be. And like I say, you'll have to excuse us for the quick snappy movements of the camera. It's we're untrained, so hopefully we'll be better in the next one. But we are enjoying this. I mean, we spent a lot of time. As you can see, there's stones there with big chunks missing out of them, and some that have sunk or nature's tried to reclaim back. This tree looks amazing.
It looks like a hangman's tree, something like that. Super creepy. It's definitely giving me like Woman in Black vibes.
It definitely looks like a set of gallows, to be fair. And as you can see, nature's trying to claim it all back, so...
There's a very creepy atmosphere walking through the whole cemetery, to be fair. I love how the shrubbery is growing over most of the gravestones. It just looks so macabre. I love it.
That's nature taking it back, isn't it? You know what I mean? Nothing survives nature. That's the surrounding wall of the church, and as we're walking down, you can see like an old outhouse or outbuilding in the background. So we thought we'd pop over and investigate that. These are just some more of the stones that nature's decided to reclaim.
So it's definitely like an old outhouse or old medieval toilet or something.
I'm not sure if this was the only place you could go to do your business, but it looks a bit cold and a bit eerie as well, to be fair. As we're walking back up to the church, like I say, the way nature's just taken over. Obviously they're taking care of the grass up here, so it's not too bad. But I love the way that the tombstones have grown around, the trees rather have grown through the gravestones, and it just looks amazing. This space in the middle has a bit of history to it as well. Luke, with all his expert knowledge, is going to give you a bit more information about this space here now.
So apparently in 1852, Victorian drainage work in the churchyard uncovered a large burial pit with a substantial amount of human bones. Experts suggest that this could be from a Scottish raiding party massacre in the early 14th century, or plague victims that both fit the era.
Wow, look, you really know your stuff. So we're moving on to the front of the building now. Like I say, the graves are amazing. If anybody out there appreciates cemeteries and gravestones and stuff, this is just such an amazing place. As you can see, there's his and hers gravestones here. Like I say, why don't they make gravestones like this anymore? It's just mental. There's so much character, there's so much love put into it, it's crazy. Anyway, moving on. That's definitely giving me Bram Stoker vibes. So we're back around the front of the church now, so we've done a full lap around the church, and we come up to the doorway. As you can see, up into the middle of the tower, there's the crucifix that everybody mentions on these type of videos. And there's obviously etchings and carvings scratched into the brickwork. And like I say, as we lift it up, you'll see the crucifix set in stone. This is giving you a better view. Just I've stepped away from it a little bit so you get a clearer view of it. In the centre of your screen about now. And that's the bell tower, the original part of the church. Moving on, we're coming back around the front. And finally, I guess you've all been waiting to see what the inside of the church looks like.
If you made it this far.
If you've made it this far. So we're going to have a quick look at a few more graves. We don't get this chance every day, so we have to savour what time we get. And here we go. Luke's on his way in there, and we're going to follow him in. Like I said, we've had to dub over it, unfortunately, because the weather was absolutely atrocious and the wind was howling and the microphone was picking up dip. This is just inside the alcove before we actually go into the church.
Got some engravings on there, on the little wall.
And that's what it looks like outside. Up yours, weather.
I wonder who that is.
1855. Nice. So there's the main door to get in there. The door's probably about 10 foot tall. Obviously Luke's about 6 foot as it is, but there's a smaller door inside the door. And here we are entering the church.
I was pretty scared walking in. Don't know why.
To be honest, as soon as you walk in, there's a different feeling, a different smell. It's peaceful and it's calm. It just feels amazing, to be honest. Knowing that this has been here for, 900 years, 925 years, something crazy. It just has a massive effect on your emotions as you walk in.
That's cool, that.
These arches look like they've took some proper work. What we're going to do is basically have a quick lap of the inside of the church, and we're going to try and get you a visual on everything that's in there. So everything from the carvings and the wood, the carvings in the stone, to the glass window. Oh my god, the glass work is brilliant. So what you're looking at now, and this is just straight from memory, the window in front of us is apparently the Lady Chapel window from the south aisle. And I got that completely right. Well, I read it wrong, but I got it right. And there's all little dedications at the bottom for people who have passed. Maybe people who've basically financed it. Just look at the building, it's amazing. What do you think, Lou?
Yeah, I love it. It looks really gothic. Me taking a selfie.
There's Luke appreciating the church by getting selfies of himself.
Look at the carvings and the architecture.
The carvings?
The carvings.
At this point, I'd like to point out that our sponsor for this video is Bailey's Irish Cream. So if we slur a little bit, it's unfortunate, but it's all done in a professional standard. So anyway, back to the church. Just look at the artwork in there. That's amazing. These must have took years to carve. To be honest, the video of this, because we're watching this while we edit it, because like I said, the weather screwed everything up, so we have to record the audio afterwards. But the video doesn't do it justice. When you're in there and you actually smell it, and it sounds ridiculous, but the smell of the place is amazing. It's such a warming smell, a calming smell.
Very welcoming.
It is very welcoming. It is such an amazing place to visit, and I would recommend it to everybody. The stained glass windows, the ones you've just seen there were St Peter and St Paul. I think they've got all the saints round the thingy. There's
St George.
St George.
And it's St Andrew, the fisherman.
Is he a fisherman?
Yeah. It's St Mark, that one.
Obviously. I think there's a St Luke as well, isn't there?
Yeah, I'll say it's St Mark.
So, is it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. St Luke and St Mark, did they know what they were doing? Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a beautiful church.
The detail in this glasswork as well, it must have took them, God, I can't even imagine trying to assemble these.
St Christopher.
This church is just amazing. Britain has so much history. It's crazy when you're sitting at home just watching TV, you don't realise just how much is out there and how much has happened. This was such a great day out. Look at the carvings on the end of this. Look at the detail in it.
Yeah.
And there's Luke in the background waving. I'd love to attend a service at this church. I'm not sure we are allowed to, or I'm not sure we could even get over here at the time it goes, but I can imagine how amazing it would be. Again, the videos that we've taken don't do this church justice. It's amazing, it's immense. The arches above our heads are phenomenal. They're just huge. It's like being in a cathedral, to be honest, let alone a little church. I mean, from the outside, it looks tiny. It doesn't even, like I say, you don't think it registers. It's like a little small place. That's all you assume. But as soon as you walk through the doors, it just opens up. It's just amazing. Have I said the word amazing too many times? Just a little.
I'm not quite sure what that thing
That's
there
the font
is.
and the font cover.
So what's that?
It's where they baptise and
Okay.
where they try and drown the little kids. That's the history of the church itself. If you look closely to the key, the yellow parts are the original parts of the church, and obviously it stems then depending on what century it was. So the 12th, 13th, 14th, etc. I thought I'd put that up there just so people could have a clear idea of how many additions have actually been added to the church over the time and how it's been improved, but how it still holds on to its original structure. Hopefully you can see all these clearly and it's not too blurred on your video. So as we move around, you can see the font.
And I believe the wooden cover is from the 17th century.
Was that from memory?
Yeah.
You're so good at this. He's such an historian. As you can see, this is the original area of the building. The brickwork, like I said, some of it stems back to like maybe the 1100s, something like that. It's absolutely crazy that you're standing in a building that's old. There's the original ropes for the bells, and here's a bench which reads, "Happy is the man that fears his God." That's just so awesome. And that's the window we were looking in through earlier. Can't believe that font. What did you say it was?
1600 to the 17th century.
Wow. So it's been there a while.
Oh, there's me again.
Yeah, there's Luke at the bottom, taking pictures.
Taking in the architecture.
This was just an awesome day out. I can't recommend this to anybody enough. If you're close to the A19, obviously the traffic and all that isn't exactly the greatest, but once you're in the church you can't really hear much of it anyway, so it really is worth the day out. It really is worth having a look around. That's the way we came in. Those big arches I told you about.
So they Gothic arches or they Renaissance arches? What do you think?
I'm not sure. I can't find it in my memory, and there ain't a page for it in this book. But they just look amazing anyway. I think the original church was Saxon, so. But yeah, there's so much history and so much work gone into this. People have bled and died for this place, so you've got to respect it and love it. Whether you're religious or not, it's definitely worth a day out. So as we head back towards the door, you can see the carving still. That looks amazing.
So that there is the piscina, which is a basin which was used for washing holy vessels.
Oh my god, you're so knowledgeable. Joking aside, this was basically, it's been there for probably as long as the church has, and it was used for washing out holy vessels and stuff like that. It looks amazing. The history of this place is phenomenal. I might have used the word amazing too many times in this video, but until you've actually been here and appreciated what we can see and what you can feel, you can't understand it. But trust me, it's worth the day out. And we're heading back towards the door now. I've left that scan code so you can, if you want to scan it, if you can scan it from the screen. As you come towards the end of the door, there's a shelf on the right, sorry, where you can pay a donation, which we did, and you can literally write your name and a few words in a visitor's book. And there's a place you can pay a donation. You can pay by card or you can leave some cash in the box. It's definitely worth it. For the enjoyment you get from a day out, it's definitely worth putting someone in there, even if you haven't got a lot.
Give what you have.
That's
what Jesus said.
Exactly. See me just flicking through the book. From the looks of the book, they don't really get that many visitors here, which means if you do come down on a day out, you're probably going to get the place to yourselves like we did. And that's about it for this video, so I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and nothing left for us to say but goodbye, and we'll see you next time.
See you later, bye.
Take care, bye bye.
Strangely, the dawn is approaching, and for now, I bid you all farewell.